Good morning students. In this video we will study about the genetic disorder. So genetic disorders are different from disease. Disease ultimately leads to the death of an individual, but these genetic disorders will not lead to death of any individuals. Any individuals can survive along with this genetic disorder with some abnormalities in their body. So what are the different types of genetic disorder? So broadly we can categorize genetic disorders into two categories. First one is a Mendelian disorders and second one is chromosomal disorders. So what is the basic difference between Mendelian disorders and chromosomal disorders? So first difference is that Mendelian disorders, they follow the rules of Mendel's, the law of dominance, law of segregation, law of independent assortment. But the chromosomal disorders, they don't follow the rules of Mendel's, the law of Mendel's. Second difference is that Mendelian disorder is mainly due to the change in the gene, but chromosomal disorder is mainly due to the change in the number of chromosome, maybe due to the addition of one chromosome or due to the deletion of one chromosome. Third difference is that Mendelian disorder is inherited from one generation to another generation, but chromosomal disorder is not inherited from one generation to another generation. So, what is the reason behind this? Why chromosomal disorder will not inherited from one generation to another generation? So, because the individual who will serve who will suffer from chromosomal disorder, so mainly they are sterile, they are unable to produce young ones. So that's why chromosomal disorders, it is not inherited from one generation to another generation. So what are the different types of Mendelian disorder? So mainly there are 5 different types of Mendelian disorders which we have to study in our syllabus. First one is color blindness, second one is hemophilia, third one is a sickle cell anemia, fourth one is a phenylketonuria, and fifth one is a thalassemia. So we will start with the color blindness. So color blindness, it is a sex-linked recessive disorder. So what is the meaning of sex-linked recessive disorder? So it simply means that the allele, the gene which will cause this color blindness disorder, so it will remain present over X chromosome. So we know that in case of human beings, we have the one pair of sex chromosome, the last number pair of chromosome means the 23rd number pair of chromosomes is known as sex chromosome. Human males have XY as a sex chromosome and human females have XX as a sex chromosome. So the gene, the allele which is responsible for that color blindness, so it will remain present over X chromosome. So mainly in color blindness disease, what will happen? The person who will suffer from color blindness, so they will fail to discriminate between the red and green color. So this is mainly due to the defect in their cone cells which remain present in the retina. So this is known as color blindness, and mostly it is observed that the male, generally the males, they suffer from color blindness, but very rarely it is seen that any female who will suffer from that color blindness. So behind this also there is a reason why mostly the males, they suffer from color blindness disorder, because in case of males there is only single X chromosome, so there is much chances that this X chromosome, it may possess that mutant form of gene, and that male, he will suffer from that color blindness. But in case of female, what we see, females possess one pair of X chromosome. So if one X chromosome will be affected with that gene, then maybe chances that the other X chromosome will have the normal gene, and it will suppress the presence of that mutant form of allele, and it will not allow that gene to express itself. So this is the reason why most of the cases that male suffer from color blindness, but very rarely females suffer from the color blindness. Now, what are the possibilities for male and female regarding color blindness? So generally what we see that for males there are two possibilities. First possibility is that either the male, they will be the sufferer of that color blindness, or they will be the normal vision. So there are only two possibilities for male, but in case of female there are three possibilities can be seen. First possibility is that the female will have the normal vision. Second possibility is that female will be female will have the normal vision, but she will be the carrier of that color blindness disorder. And the third possibility is that the female will be the sufferer for that color blindness. So these are the three possibilities for female. So this is a cross related with that color blindness. So suppose that if a marriage takes place between a career woman for the color blindness and a normal man, so what will be the genotype for the career woman? It will be XCX. So generally we write a small c over X chromosome to denote that gene which is responsible for the color blindness. So what will be the genotype of female? So if it is female, so definitely she will have two X chromosome. So if she is a carrier female, then how we will write that genotype of carrier female? It will be XCX. So similarly, what will be the genotype of male? So if it is male, so definitely the sex chromosome will be XY, and it is normal male. So what will the genotype? XY. So gametes, so these are the gametes which will be produced. Four gametes will be produced and four offspring will be produced. So first offspring will be the female and she will be the carrier female and the genotype will be XCX. Second offspring will be male and the genotype will be XY, and this male will be with normal vision. Third offspring will be a male but the genotype will be XCY, and this male will be the color blind, and the fourth offspring will be female with normal vision. So these are the possibilities related with the color blindness disorder. Similar type of question will come that if a marriage takes place between a career woman with a color blind man, then find out the offspring present in or develop in F1 generation and comment upon their phenotype, whether they will be sufferer of that color blindness, whether they will be carrier, how many of them will be with normal vision. So this is how question will come. Now next genetic disorder, Mendelian disorder, is hemophilia. So hemophilia is a very much similar to the color blindness. So just like color blindness, hemophilia is also sex-linked recessive disorder. The gene, the allele which is responsible for that hemophilia, it will remain present over X chromosome. And what mainly happens in hemophilia? So hemophilia is a genetic disorder in which the blood fails to clot. So mainly there is a clotting factor, that is clotting factor 8, which is responsible for the blood clotting. So this clotting factor is missing. So the gene which is responsible for the formation of this clotting factor 8, it will be missing. So due to which the blood fails to clot. So hemophilia is also known as royal disease. So why it is known as royal disease? Because the hemophilia, it was reported from the family of Queen Victoria. This Queen Victoria, she was the sufferer, she was the carrier for that hemophilia disorder, and she produced many male children who was sufferer for that hemophilia, and ultimately they died. So next Mendelian disorder is sickle cell anemia, which we have already discussed this, that what is sickle cell anemia, how the sickle cell anemia takes place. So we will not discuss here that sickle cell anemia. So we will jump to the next type of Mendelian disorder, which is the phenylketonuria. So phenylketonuria, it is an inborn genetic disorder which is due to lack of an enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. So this enzyme convert amino acid phenylalanine into tyrosine. In absence of enzyme, what will happen? The phenylalanine gets converted into phenylpyruvic acid. So this phenylketonuria, it is a inborn genetic disorder and it is mainly due to a lack of enzyme. And what is the name of enzyme? Phenylalanine hydroxylase. And what is the function of this enzyme? To convert amino acid phenylalanine into tyrosine. But due to absence of phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme, this amino acid phenylalanine, it will get converted into tyrosine. And this, so in absence of enzyme, phenylalanine, it will get converted into phenylpyruvic acid, and this phenylpyruvic acid, it will get accumulated in brain region, and it will cause that phenylketonuria disease. So high amount of phenylalanine in the blood affects many vital processes of the body. It affects the development of the brain and may cause severe brain damage and mental retardation. Decreased availability of tyrosine, which is a precursor molecule in the formation of melanin, leads to reduced melanin formation and hence reduced coloration of hair and skin. So these are the after effect consequences of this disease. So we will summarize this phenylketonuria. So actually what happens, phenylalanine is the amino acid which will get converted into tyrosine in normal process. And who will convert this phenylalanine into tyrosine? So that enzyme, phenylalanine hydroxylase. But the person who will suffer from phenylketonuria disease, so in such person there will be no synthesis of phenylalanine hydroxylase. So in this situation what will happen? So this phenylalanine, it will get converted into phenylpyruvic acid. So due to which the concentration of phenylpyruvic acid and phenylalanine, it will get increase in blood and it will cause many severe damage to the body. It will affect the development of brain, and such baby, they will be mentally retarded. And this phenylalanine, which will get converted into tyrosine. So this tyrosine, it will further get converted into melanin. So we know that melanin pigment is necessary for the pigmentation of our body. In our skin, in our hair, melanin pigment is present. So due to absence of melanin pigment, so the reduced coloration of hair and skin can also be seen. Now come to the next type of Mendelian disorder, which is the thalassemia. So thalassemia is a genetic disorder caused by defect in the synthesis of globin polypeptide. So try to recall the structure of hemoglobin. So in hemoglobin there are 4 different types of globin chains are present. So 2 alpha chain and 2 beta chains are present. So in case of thalassemia, so absence or reduced synthesis of one of the globin chain results in the access of other. In this situation, free globin chain which are insoluble accumulate inside the RBC and form precipitates which damage the cell, causing cell lysis and resulting in anemia. So this is the cause of thalassemia. So this thalassemia, it is further divided into alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia. So mainly in alpha thalassemia, what will happen? So there will be reduced synthesis of alpha globin chain of hemoglobin. So due to which what will happen? So there will be 4 beta chains, they will join together and they will form the non-functional hemoglobin, which will not able to transport the oxygen and CO2. In case of beta thalassemia, what will happen? The synthesis of beta globin chain of hemoglobin, it will get reduced, or very negligible amount of beta globin chain will be synthesized. So in this condition, 4 alpha chains, they will form the hemoglobin tetramer, and such type of hemoglobin, such type of RBC containing such type of hemoglobin will be non-functional. So broadly we can classify thalassemia into alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia. Now come to the another type of genetic disorder, which is the chromosomal disorder. So chromosomal disorder is mainly caused due to either aneuploidy or polyploidy, due to addition of one chromosome or due to deletion of one chromosome. So first chromosomal disorder which we have to study in syllabus is the Down syndrome. So it is due to trisomy of 21st number pair of chromosomes. So this is very important line. What is the cause of Down syndrome? So due to trisomy of 21st number pair of chromosome. So generally 21st number chromosome is made up of two chromosomes, but any person who will suffer from Down syndrome, so there will be addition of one more chromosome in the 21st number pair of chromosomes. So this is known as trisomy. So such individuals have 47 chromosomes instead of 46 chromosomes. So Down syndrome is due to unequal distribution of chromosomes during the egg cell formation, called as non-disjunction. So what is the actual cause of Down syndrome? So due to the non-disjunction, Down syndrome takes place. So try to recall that meiosis. So during meiosis what will happen? So separation of homologous chromosome takes place. So one of the chromosome it enters into another gamete and the other chromosome it enters into the other gamete. But if the separation of homologous chromosome will not take place, then what will happen? Both the chromosome it goes to the same gamete and it causes that trisomy. So we have to remember that Down syndrome is mainly caused due to trisomy of which number of chromosome? So answer will be 21st number pair of chromosome, and it is caused due to non-disjunction of chromosome. What is the symptoms of this Down syndrome? If any person who will suffer from Down syndrome, then they will be, these are the following symptoms: habitually open mouth, protruding lower lips, shorter and broad neck, prominent forehead, broad flat face. So these are the symptoms of Down syndrome. Next chromosomal disorder is Klinefelter syndrome. So mainly the males, they suffer from Klinefelter syndrome, and Klinefelter syndrome is mainly caused due to addition of one more X chromosome in the sex chromosome. In human male, what we see, human male possesses XY as a sex chromosome, normal human male, but the male who will suffer from Klinefelter syndrome, so there will be addition of one more X chromosome in the sex chromosome. So finally the number of chromosome it will become 47 and the karyotype it will become XXY. So generally individuals are male and has overall masculine development. So this is the diagram of the that male who will suffer from Klinefelter syndrome. And what are the symptoms? So underdeveloped testes. So this is the first symptoms of Klinefelter syndrome. Little hair on the body. So generally males, they possess hairs over their body as compared to females. So there will be a little hair present on the body. Mentally retarded, gynecomastia. Gynecomastia means development of breast in human male. So generally breast, having breast is the significance of or the characteristic features of female, but if any male they develop breast, then this condition is known as gynecomastia. Individuals are sterile due to abnormal seminiferous tubule. So these are the symptoms of that Klinefelter syndrome. Next type of chromosomal disorder is Turner syndrome. It is caused by the absence of one X chromosome, and generally it is seen in females, and there will be one X chromosome will be missing. So what is the genotype of female? One pair of X chromosome XX. So in such condition, such female they will lack one X chromosome. So the final karyotype will be that 44 autosomes plus XO. O means nothing. So individuals is a female but is sterile, and these are the symptoms of female who will suffer from that Turner syndrome. Underdeveloped ovaries, this is the first symptom. Underdeveloped breast, short stature and characteristics webbed neck, open, oftenly sterile as they may not menstruate or ovulate, subnormal intelligence. So these are the characteristic features of that female who will suffer from that Turner syndrome. So this is the diagram of that female who will suffer from that Turner's syndrome. So this is only in this video. In next video we will discuss a new topic. Thank you. Have a nice day.